on, Chico spin, hold on.
My clips official, so we not gonna get it cracking. I ain't from picking, but I'm known for pistol packing. I'm about to put some hats. Down for some action.
Okay,
I got to pick him up, to pick him up and stab him.
Drill has become one of the most popular and sought-after subgenres of rap. How did it go from the inner-city neighborhoods of Brooklyn to the mainstream spotlight? You're tuned into Without Warning, and this is the timeline and milestones that led New York drill to become what it is today. The Mecca has always had roots of gangster rap ingrained into its music culture. I mean, we got unforgettable bling-era artists like Biggie, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, DMX, Mace, set the build for what street music looked and felt like in the 90s and 2000s. If you ask any New York drill artist who they listened to growing up, they're gonna name one of the rappers I just listed. But if you ask them who they're influenced by, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a Chicago drill artist. Exactly what brings us to the two young men, Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy Rebel, who decided to break away from New York's traditional sound and take some influence from Chicago.
Pick him up, stab him. Back down, we don't be little master. Understand, I won't stab.
Bobby Shmurda was born August 4th, 1994 in Florida, but was raised in East Flatbush, Brooklyn on one of the most notorious blocks for drug dealing.
My mom's worked all the time. She had me when she was young. Grandmother always at work. So the older outside babysitting me, like Greg's and them, you know what I'm saying? They was gangbanging. They was drug dealers. They was kids themselves. They 16, 17, you know what I'm saying? So you know how that shit go.
East Flatbush is where Bobby and Rowdy would meet. Very quickly, they would realize that normal life and working a 9-to-5 is not going to be for them. Being inspired by the movement in Chicago, the two young men decided to rap about their own street life, simply off the fact that they were relaying their perspective of modern gang life in New York. Millions were intrigued, marking 2014 as New York's first introduction to drill.
And Chewy on some hot nigga, like I told Tish, I see when I shot niggas. Like you seen him twirl, then he drop, nigga.
Breakout hits Bobby's Bitch and Hot would be the city's first taste of a viral superstar in over 5 years. Everything from the lyrics to production felt very influenced by the movement in South Chicago. A run that looked unstoppable was halted later in 2014. Bobby, Rowdy, and other GS9 members were arrested, and they would later accept plea deals to weapons and conspiracy charges. Bobby taking a harsher sentence to ensure Rowdy gets less time. This one selfless notion caused a pop culture frenzy, launching a 7-year-long Free Bobby and Rowdy campaign. At the time, I'm sure Rowdy and Bobby had no clue the kind of ripple effect they created. Shortly after, you'd see countless upcoming superstars use the same Chicago-inspired sound that helped put Bobby and Rowdy on. 2014 would mark the subgenre's first sonic shift and the first time we ever heard New York drill on UK production. This, my friends, is one of the most pivotal moments to the scene as a whole, giving a brand new identity and energy to the subgenre. The earliest New York rappers on paper to hop on UK production are Bambino, Dada, Curly Sav, and shortly after 22 G's. The first rapper to go viral out of the city with the sound has to be 22 G's.
Old drill movement, a lot of the dances and shit, a lot of the words too, a lot of the rap flows. I started it all.
Born in Flatbush, Tutu grew up in a single-parent household in the Marcy Project. From a young age, Tutu always gravitated towards music. He decided to use drill to relay his real-life perspective. And I'll tell you, this man's diss track Suburban spread through all 5 boroughs quicker than COVID peak pandemic.
It's a man down when we lurking. Pull up in all black, we purging. Pull up in all black Suburbans. If he ain't dead, we reversing.
In less than a day, it was the most polarizing track in New York. You either absolutely love this shit, or you absolutely hated hearing it. Tutu would get responses back from Fabio, Sheff G, D-Sav, OMBJD. Now, I could go in depth about every single one of these tracks, but for time's sake, I'm just gonna talk about the most important ones. Tutu versus Sheff was damn near the underground version of 50 versus Ja. Born and raised in Flatbush, Sheff would join the 83 Crips by the age of 12, getting arrested multiple times before stepping foot near a mic. But it was clear the career suit fit, as literally his first track and official diss back to Tutu, No Suburban, ran up 1 million views in less than a month.
Recognize who you dealing with, run up gon' be a death. Leave a Blixxy looking all sticky, drippy, paramedics looking for his check.
Everybody else drop their track. I sat back, I let everybody do their shit for me. Everybody dropping their songs, I'm listening for me. I had to drop that. That track right there, that's the let niggas know where we at. Like,
Niggas know. You ain't fucking with the Blixxy gang niggas.
They know. These two men had the whole New York City in a divide. Their real street beef turned rap beef became one of the biggest factors of drill expanding to what it is today. At this point in 2017, if you were from New York and hadn't heard drill yet, these two motherfuckers woke you up. Since 2014, the genre had incurred handfuls of million-view videos, sonic shifts, rap beefs, but it still wasn't regarded as a household name amongst all hip-hop fans. Born July 20th, 1999, Pop Smoke grew up in Canarsie, Brooklyn. Pop Smoke would attend 9 different schools before 8th grade, where he would unfortunately be expelled for bringing in a gun.
Everybody that come from the hood is either going rap,
play sports,
play ball, or what's another one?
Deal drugs.
Or sell drugs.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
For real. Like, that's the main 3.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So I did all of the above.
Yeah,
plus more. and I was good at everything.
He himself wouldn't touch a mic until 2018 in a studio session with Jay Guapo. Jay Guapo fell asleep in the session because he was too high. And already being paid for, Pop Smoke decided to pick up the mic and make use of his time, which resulted in Pop Smoke's first song ever in NPR, a remix of Sheff G's Panic Part 3, which he would eventually drop December of 2018, racking up a couple 100,000 views in just 2 days.
I got friends who like from that area, who from the Flossie, you know what I'm saying, who from that side of Brooklyn. So I just fucked with it. I'm like, oh yeah, he rock with bro and them, shit hard, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and it was about the beats, to be honest. Like DJ L sent it to me, who first was producing my shit when it came out. Like, yeah, you hear this, they going crazy. And then I'm like, yeah, they is going crazy.
Less than half a year later, he would drop the song that would tilt him and New York drill towards more mainstream success.
Baby girl, come and meet the whoop. Big knocking on my body. The beat went off. I call H back in Valley, got trees in the telly. Shorty won't fuck off for glasses, some hell.
In the same month of April, Pop Smoke would find himself getting signed. A few months later, dropping his debut mixtape, Meet the Woo, which obtained the biggest New York drill song of all time in Dior, building up a whopping 362 million plays. There literally had not been a superstar that people outside of New York were this excited about since Bobby Shmurda. Man's had co-signs from the likes of Drake, Travis, Kanye, 50 Cent, anybody you could name. There was not a rapper in the industry that didn't want to fuck with Pop Smoke or this new New York drill sound. Subgenre that was born out of neglect and poverty in Brooklyn was finally being heard all across the world. Pop Smoke's cultural importance and influence is very much one of those driving factors. Dancing, an expression of song through body movement, has always found its way to be a part of New York culture. Cultural importance of such keeps New York drill relevant today. 1000% has helped with expanding its reach into new audiences. A lot of New York drill's ties to dancing stems back to the 2010s movement to Getting Light, which is where our good friend 22G's actually started his music journey back when he was a youngin'. It's these roots that led him to integrating the Blixxy Twirl into his brand.
Why you gon' do him like that? What? Why you gon' do him like that? Why they be moving like that? Why they be shooting like that?
Aside from the Shmuddy dance, the Blixxy Twirl was the first viral dance of New York drill. Man's had celebrities, police officers, lawyers, literally anybody twirling his songs. Even had 6ix9ine stealing his dance move for move without credit. A few years later, Pop Smoke would introduce his own dance called the Woo Walk, which quickly became this generation's version of crip walking. I say that because I want you guys to know how long this dance is here to stay. Your kids are gonna watch old dudes do this like we used to watch Snoop Dogg crip walk. There's always been controversy from Tutu's side saying they stole the dance from the Blixxys.
Niggas done copy my dance, added they moves and made it they own.
Regardless, both moves had significant impact on the scene as a whole new cultural craze in itself that stemmed off of the genre, paving the way for the new wave to thrive in the TikTok era of promotion. These Bronx drill dudes are reinventing getting sturdy, coming full circle with the Get Light movement. Any song they drop, they have tens of thousands of heads getting sturdy to their song. Drill today stands to be one of the most popular subgenres of rap. K-Flock, D-Thang, B-Love, Dougie B, and so many others have a lock on the youth's ears. I'd argue this new wave of Bronx drill is the most raw and authentic we've seen thus far. Sample drill is picking up right where their predecessors left off, reinventing the genre again, bringing a whole new viral and creative sound to New York drill. TikTok is allowing these artists to blow up quicker than ever, in front of bigger audiences than the peers before them had the chance. Today it seems like there's no shortage of viral drill songs going up every day. It's interesting to see where the genre will take itself from here, but I guess only time will tell.
She got the buns I admire. I'm about to buy that bitch a car. I'm about to say all the wire. You know I love a tiger. I skirt on her ass like a tire. She like Poppy on fire. She like Poppy on fire. Full bouquet, ayy. Louder than the church choir.